guys? Dr. Chris back at Adventure Chiropractic. Today we're talking about a better understanding of how long it should take for something to heal in our back, okay? This mainly applies to backs, but it can apply to ankle sprains or any joint sprain for that matter. But let's talk about how your body actually heals, okay? And if you look at a movement that's bothering you or causing pain, and apply this principle to it, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to get better healing results if you try this out. So let us know what you think in the comments below after the video. What we're talking about is, let's pretend for a second that I hurt my back, I sprained my finger, I rolled my ankle, whatever it is, okay? I pulled something good, I hurt when I move, everything I do hurts, okay? Let's pretend instead to think about that back pain or ankle pain that we just got and think about the same way we would heal it if we actually cut ourselves, okay? So if I cut the back of my knuckle on something like a cheese grater, okay? I got a big cut on the back of this on the back of this knuckle. How's that gonna heal? Well, if I cut it right away, I mean, it's gonna keep bleeding, right? And if I just keep moving it constantly, it's probably gonna keep bleeding. And if I just keep doing this on that knuckle, it's never gonna stop bleeding, right? So what if we actually just held it for a little bit? Just straighten that out, maybe put a bandage on it, hold our finger over it, let the blood clot a little bit, form a scab, okay? That bleeding's probably gonna stop pretty quickly. Maybe we peek under there after 5 or 10 minutes and we go, hey, okay, the bleeding stopped. But what if we immediately then start flexing it up and down again? Is that gonna stay stopped? No, it's gonna start bleeding again. Okay, so if we want that to stop bleeding, we need to hold that just long enough and avoid the aggravating movement like bending that knuckle for a little while, okay? How long? Well, really depends on the injury. Is it just a little cut, or is it a huge wound that we need stitches to help heal, okay? So we got to think about our back the same way. Was it a little tweak because we picked up a sock off the floor, or are we literally laying on the floor and we can't get up because we hurt our back so bad? Those are two very different healing times. But if we apply this principle, you're still going to understand how quickly you're healing and how you can help yourself heal quicker. So if I cut myself right here, I hold it for a little bit, I stop bleeding, I'm going to carefully now not bend that joint too far in a way that hurts or in a way that makes me start bleeding again. I'm going to move the other joints around it. Maybe I'm going to use my hips to bend a lot instead of my back. I'm going to avoid that forward rounding of the back when my back hurts a lot, okay? Once we actually form a scab on that knuckle, we're going to notice that it just feels stiff now. It's not really painful and it doesn't start bleeding again, but it's stiff. And if I move too far, all of a sudden, I can break that scab back open. So what we want to do is just gradually reintroduce that movement, maybe over a couple of days. Slowly stretch that tissue so that the scab doesn't break back open and start bleeding all over again. Okay? When we stop bleeding all over again, we heal faster. So whether we're sprained, whether we're cut, whether we strained our back muscles, if we gradually reintroduce that movement, instead of immediately trying to jump back into what we used to do, we're actually going to stay healed until finally, you know, that scab is just a little tight. I've really done a good job of not bleeding again. I've used the other joints around it. I can now start stretching it out. Oh, the scab's not popping off or anything like that. I'm not bleeding anymore. After several days, I can bend my finger all the way again. Now my tissue's almost healed back up. That scab falls off because I don't even need it anymore. I healed up nice and quick the first time without making it take way, way longer. Back pain classically does this. Some days it's bad, some days it's good. I don't know what makes it worse. It seems like some activities are good, some activities are bad. You can figure these things out if you follow these principles. If you go back and check out our green light, yellow light, red light video, okay, on figuring out which exercises suck for you. Look at those. If you still aren't sure how to make sense of this, please come on, let us help you at Adventure Chiropractic. We can take the mystery out of why you have body pain and make sure that you know a plan to get out of pain and back to moving better. We are always here to help you move better, feel better, be a better you.
Everybody's moving, everybody's moving, everybody's moving, 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 moving. Everybody's moving, everybody's moving.